Okay, so what we've got the brown here. It's a little,
not pretty fish.
it's a little stiff due to
stress.
Well, just due to the ice. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take this little area right here, and you want to take your
That's the guts.
well, take your knife, and it helps. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Now it's cut. I thought we had to wash it first. Oh no, you're gonna cut it and then wash the insides, right?
Yep.
Just like cutting a deer, except it's smaller. Oh, yep, there you go. You get the blood.
So you're gonna want to take, and you're gonna want to be careful.
Don't want to get the fins.
And you don't want to get your fingers.
Yeah, the stuff is slick. Mainly, the fish skin is slick itself, which makes it even worse. Because you're cutting it in a way that if you're not careful, it's dangerous.
Yep.
Just put on socks.
We got this right here. Now, these are pretty big fish, so.
Yeah, it is a good sized fish.
And bloody.
It's a good sized fish, that means a good size amount of blood.
And then you just kind of run your finger up along here.
Daddy's watching me out because he's putting the blood.
Then go somewhere else.
Oh,
If it's
Then
good,
you just go in here.
just kidding. Alexi's red blood.
You just kind of reach in there.
The fish is looking at you.
And just kind of
He's
pull.
like, what are you doing?
Now you can either pull it, or you can get in here with the knife. Cut up a little bit farther. Oop.
YouTube, don't demonetize us. This is proper way of doing stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I see the heart.
Just
Can I go up? Can I go up? How do you not?
I'm sitting there.
But I want to go up.
No, I don't want. There's another chair.
Just gonna take that. You're gonna want to cut this.
That's the annoying part right there. There you go.
Just pull all that out.
That was very cool.
Yep.
No, it's just very bubbly noise. Yeah, that noise. Whatever that is.
Just cut that. Yeah.
Trust me, when you go to middle school, dissecting things is the worst.
I mean, that's not gonna really make much of a difference there. Then, Ryan, can you turn on that
Sure.
water? So we
It's
can
all
clean them out?
bloody and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's a fish, right? I hope the owners don't mind. Yeah. Right, Dad?
Well, we are the owners of it now. So there you go. That's pretty much
Run it
it.
through the mouth too, just to get it ventilating through there.
So that's how you clean
Well,
up
if
a
he
fish.
was alive, not anymore. Run it through the mouth.
There's the brown, all ready to rock and roll.
The brown fish is the most beautiful fish we caught.
And we've got
Hey, don't judge me, just my opinion. It's the old guy's opinion too, so.
rainbow still got a hook in them.
Yeah. Can I get that out of you?
I'll just leave it. It's kind of festered in there.
I can get it out.
There's the rainbow, another nice fish.
Alright. Ah.
This one's slick.
Well, the other one was too. I probably just absorbed the slick.
Okay. So now we're gonna
Need help? Oh crap, look.
give me a paper towel, would you?
How many?
Just 2.
Got two?
Alright, so this is a nice little trick. So if you don't want them sliding, just take a paper towel, grab that, and then we just do the same thing. So this is the rainbow. Start here in that little section.
That's the hardest part, is just getting started. But once you get it, it's good. You're going, you're moving, you got it.
Okay, and then you just go right up through the middle fins.
Feed them some ice.
All the way up.
Just to be refreshed. Alright, okay. I hope this video don't get demonetized, right? It's just cleaning a fish, right?
There you go. That's the inside of the trout. Much, much cleaner than the other one.
Really? Oh yeah, due to the, yeah.
Okay. Then you're gonna want to get right in here.
Much stinkier though. It's nice.
You're gonna want to get in there. And I mean, again, you can pull it or cut it. Usually easier.
Oh no, he's not cleaner. It was just dug down there. Oh. Part of it was just ripped anyways.
There you go.
Well,
Just like that. A lot easier.
it probably just did it for you, right?
It goes pretty quick. It's nice and easy. So that's really all it is to cleaning
It does
a
take
fish.
power, but it is easy.
Then you can actually just
Yep.
cut this and get rid of all that.
And all it is, it's all
The
that's
bloodline.
it's not really that hard. You just need to find where to cut and everything, and you got it. Get down there in that area too. Yep.
So there we go.
I would run it through
cleaned
the mouth. Run it through the mouth is what I would do. Yeah, like that.
All good.
Here, let me get that hook out of his
No,
mouth.
it's fine.
Really?
There's the other
As you
one.
can see, it works. He's not as slick anymore.
There's the two, rainbow and a trout. Or a rainbow and a brown.
A rainbow and a trout. They're both trout.
Alright, so we went over how to clean the fish after you catch it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that clean fish and we're going to fillet the fish. So pretty much what we're going to do is just lay them on the cutting board, make the cuts, take the fillet off, turn it over, do it again. So the items that you're going to need to do this would be a fillet knife. So look at this beautiful piece of machinery. Oh yeah, that's nice craftsmanship. Nice shun fillet knife. Very sharp, love it. You're gonna need some tweezers. These are my fish tweezers. You can find those at any specialty kitchen store, or you can use regular tweezers, or even needle nose pliers. Make sure you clean them if you use that. And then you've got your steel to hone up your knife if you need to do that. And of course, cutting board. So I'm gonna clip you on my hat here, and we're gonna grab the fish out of the cooler. I got Ruby right here. She's very curious on what's inside here. Aren't you, girl? Yeah, you are. So I've had him on ice. Oh yeah, look at that. Dun dun. Dun dun. What is that, Ruby? What is that? What is that? What is it? She ain't sure about that. You ain't sure. She's like, what the hell did you just pull out of the box? She's like, that's not normal. Is it? That's not normal. That's not normal at all, huh? Alright, so I'm going to just kind of clean them off here a little bit. Because they did get a little bit of slime on them. We're going to run this through the inside there, get the blood out. So yeah, now it should be good to go. And that kind of thaws them out a little bit, because after be sitting in the ice, they stiffen up a little bit too. But yeah, so there is the fish, and I am going to, I don't think I have, there's some over there. I'm gonna grab a couple napkins here real quick. So I'm gonna kind of pat dry them. That way it's a little bit easier. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. All right, so you got your beautiful fish right here. You got your beautiful knife right there. Got your curious dog over there. So we're gonna take just a nice little cut right here. You can hold this back. So, well, I'm hitting a bone there. There we go. So the fish will kind of let you do what it wants you to do. So you got right here, you take it right here, see how it kind of crowns there, right there, little tip. So you got that, and just bring this here. Then, nice thing about fillet knives, just put it right there. All right, so now you've got your knife flat. And what I do is I'll bring him over. I find it easier to do it this way. And then we just run it along. And you don't want to get your fingers, and you can hear the bones popping. Now we're making sure, yeah, we got pretty good. And you're going to want to kind of push down as you do this, because you don't want to lose much of the meat when you're doing this. And just kind of run just like that. Okay, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful fillet. Yeah, buddy, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so I've got this, and I probably should have grabbed them. Damn, my hands are grabbing plates out of the thing. So, nice, beautiful fillet. Now we're gonna flip them over. This is where it gets a little bit trickier because, one, he's all slimy. You gotta clean them off there. So you're gonna take it right here behind the fin. You got to be a little forceful. Get right there. Then, so the reason this is trickier is you don't have the other fillet guiding or supporting the fish. So now it's okay to get the fin in there. See, I'm losing a little bit of the meat. So I'm caught up here on the fin. All right. So with that, I mean, that happens on occasion. There we go. Right past it. So went a little too deep there. That's okay. Now you just kind of little sliding motion. A little sliding motion. And then that, you can just hook and just like that. So, look at those fillets, 2 beautiful fillets. Now, with this, what I'm gonna do with this, so we don't waste it, I'm gonna just pop this in the oven, and then I can peel off the meat and give it to Miss Ruby over there. She's gonna love that. So we're gonna just throw this right over here for now. And we're gonna give that to Miss Ruby here a little bit later. All right, so you got your fish filleted, all right, looking pretty. Yeah, got all that meat off of there. That's a pretty big fish, isn't it? Now, with this, you're gonna kind of clean things up. So you're gonna take your knife, and you'll have the bones you can feel in here. You're gonna wanna get rid of this, and try to get as close to the bones as you can. See how you can kind of see the knife translucent through that? Because you don't want to waste any fish if you can help it. Because again, the fish is given its life for us to eat. So we want to be as respectful as we possibly can with the animal's carcass when we are fabricating it. Same with anything. And that's why you shouldn't waste food either. Because the animal has given its life so we can live. So outdoors, cooking, respect for what you are preparing, respect for the food that is on your plate is pretty much the name of the game. You want to have respect and show respect to these wonderful creatures that we are eating. So this right here, I mean, that's going to be kind of tasty, so we're going to leave that on. So right here we can cut that up. We're going to take this, just cut right along there because we don't need that. And bada bing, bada boom. That one's cleaned up, ready for pin bone. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and pin bone that now. So, all right. So what you're gonna want to do with the pin boning But you're gonna wanna put your fish here and you're gonna feel through. You'll feel the bones. It'll be kind of pokey. So you're just gonna wanna find them, grab them, and pull. Find them, grab them, and pull. And just do this through the rest of the fish. So you got more right here. And with these, the nice thing about this is they're so wide, the pliers, that I can just kind of use those to pick them out. I tried doing this with regular fingernail not clippers, but fingernail tweezers. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. But also I think had something to do with it was the same day. Alright, so there you go, there's that. I hope I'm getting this in the shot because I can't see what I'm filming because this is on my hat. But I think I've got a good angle here. Alright. So I don't know about you, but when I'm eating fish, I want to enjoy the fish. I don't want to have to worry about if I'm going to eat a bone or not. So I try to get as many of these out as I can. Now, there's always going to be that scraggler. I don't think I've ever had a fish fillet that hasn't had one bone in it. But we can definitely do the best we can in getting the bones out to the best of our ability. And the best way to do that is just what I'm doing here. And a good set of pliers or tweezers like I have makes a huge difference. All right. Look at that. All right. This one is ready. See, that didn't take long at all, did it? Nope. Now we're going to do the same thing on this one. So right here, you can see there's kind of a rib bone type thing. So again, you just want to be as close to those bones as you can. Now, you're probably wondering why my hand is facing, why the blade is going towards my hand. So that is the way that I find it to be easier, and I can really guide it. But you want to be very careful when you do this so you don't cut your fingers. The bones kind of act as a shield for the knife and your fingers. So I'm not too worried about that. But again, you're going to want to be very careful when you're doing that. For one, you don't want to waste the meat, and two, you'd like to keep your fingers. At least I know I would. I would like to keep all my fingers. Okay. All right. There you go. There we go. And again, these scraps are going to go in the oven with the carcass, and we're going to peel off as much of the meat as we can, and we're going to use it for dog food topper because Miss Ruby likes fish. All right, so we are all set there, all cleaned up. Now we're going to do our pin bone number. We're going to flip you over. No, we're not. We're going to keep it like that. All right. So there's always one side that's a little bit peskier than the other, and apparently this is that side. Yeah. See what I mean? It's always that one side. Okay. Sometimes you got to fight with it. There we go. And it's kind of a messy job because you got bones everywhere. But okay, come on now. There you go. All right, another one. Got it. And once you do one side, you kind of get in the rhythm, and then it just kind of comes out real nice and fast. And then once you do this, you'll have bone-free, or mostly bone-free, trout fillets. And we're going to vacuum seal these and save them for later on in the week, or maybe a little bit later on in the month. Just kind of whenever we feel like having trout again, we'll pull them out and eat those up. But we'll be grilling trout in I think it's the second to last or last cooking class that I'm doing this June and August. Backyard grilling series is what we're doing. So that should be pretty fun. We'll have a few previews of it coming up. But unfortunately, that is for local participation. We may do some streaming classes coming down the road, but I haven't got to that point yet. But anyway, so we're doing this, and I like to, and I didn't mention this earlier, I like to keep the skin on the fish because I like to crisp it up, and the skin, I don't know if you've ever had crisp trout skin, but it is delicious, especially if you get it right when it's real crispy and it doesn't have time to sog up. It's kind of like a fried chicken skin, if you like chicken skin, just with a little bit more nutritional value to it, more omega-3s. And we all need some more of those, I can guarantee it. All right, we got a few. I felt a bone. Yep, got a couple bones right there. There we go. All right, bone free, buddy. 2 beautiful fillets. Look at this. Yeah. Fresh caught trout, rainbow trout. We did the brown trout the other night in the mountains, but fresh caught rainbow trout, clean and filleted, ready to rock and roll. And like I said, I'm going to vacuum seal this and throw it in the freezer for later on in the week or next week. All right, so that was cleaning, or not cleaning, but filleting the rainbow trout that we caught. Very easy, nothing to it really. Just gotta make sure that you keep the knife kind of pointed down towards the bone so you don't waste a lot of meat. If you have an animal, cat, dog, you can always roast the bones like I'm doing and pull any excess meat off of there and use that for topper. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum seal everything now, get it in the freezer. But yeah, I appreciate y'all watching, and hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you learned something, and make sure you check out the website, www.sizzlingarrow.com, and check out the podcast too. It's Sizzling Arrow Podcast. You can find that on pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts: Apple, iHeart, Pandora, Spotify, any of those major companies that are putting podcasts out there, we're on it. So check that out, and hopefully next time you catch a fish, you'll fillet it up and cook it up for your family. Have a good one, guys.